Hello and welcome back to the next lesson. Now, we're going to talk about goal setting very quickly in here, but I want to make you aware this is all part of your onboarding process. We are going to help you with this. So, if you see this and it doesn't make a lot of sense, just understand it's absolutely fine. This is something we're going to basically help fill out. This is what we're going to gather in terms of information to essentially build your personal trading plan. So I've done this diagram in terms of this pyramid of everything that you basically see here. And it would be beneficial for you to fill out the information as best as you personally know it. And I guess really this is something that is going to change from a perspective of what your goal is. For example, my goal changes quite a lot. I reach my goals within a certain period of time, and then my other goal changes, and it always gets further away. You're always going to be a year away, 10 years away from your main goal, I would say. But your main goal will change. So if your main goal, for example, is quit your job, well, once you've quit your job, you're going to have a new main goal. So this is something we're going to look back on. This is something we're going to change. But it all stems from the daily habits that you do to essentially achieve the main goal. So a good example of this, my main goal would be to create a legacy for my family to make sure they never have to do, well, don't never have to do anything, to make sure they have every opportunity available to them to do whatever they want in their life. That is my main goal. So, how am I going to achieve that via the means of a long term goal? Obviously, it's providing financial stability in the form of passive income, could be one, and then increasing my capital in terms of investments on a personal portfolio level, and then on a trading account level in terms of increasing my portfolio. Short term goals could include reaching certain target within a funded challenge, maybe wanting to get a payout figure of £500,000. Maybe this one here could have something to do with investing into someone's business. Maybe this one here could have something to do with investing into a property or a portfolio, or increasing my compounding within an investment portfolio. In terms of daily habits, what are you going to do every single day to basically help you reach the goals in this particular order? Because the one main goal is not something that's going to happen overnight. The daily habits is going to be what contributes to your shorter term goals, which then contributes to your longer term goals, which then contributes to your main goal. This goal right here, to some, to a lot, to most, is a dream. It's a dream, and a lot of it, it's not realistic to get to this dream. But let me tell you, dreams is an over exaggerated phrase for a goal. So I want you to get rid of the word dream, and I want you to change it to your goal. Because a dream is psychologically embedded into somebody's head to make them think that it is not attainable and sustainable to reach. But it's not true, because people dream about things when they're asleep. People have an ambition, a dream to be financially free, to have their dream house, to have their dream car, to go on 30 grand holidays, to give their children everything they want, to give their husband, their wife, their family, their mum, their cats, their dogs, everything they could ever want in their life. But it's a dream because it's not possible. Let me tell you, my friends, it is possible. But you need to change the word dream. My goal is to give my children everything. My goal is to get the 30 grand holidays. My goal is to get the dream car. So how am I going to achieve that goal? I need to have a certain amount of capital in the bank. So I need to be trading with this on short term. So daily habits, watching certain amounts of the education and the self-paced teaching, plugging into the live trading, making sure I'm taking notes, making sure I'm fitting in a certain amount of hours towards my revision. This as well, the daily habits, you can write 10 things in here, 10 things in here, 10 things in here, 10 things in here. You can write two things in each. It's really up to you. You can be as adventurous as you like, because the more adventurous you are, the more you will get in return for your life. Don't ever forget that. If you want to be a millionaire, you will be a millionaire. The only way you won't be that is if you don't try. So set the goal as high as you possibly can. I've got so many goals, which to some may seem ridiculous, but they're my personal goals. I would love to buy a football club. I want to buy a football club. It's not a dream, it's an ambition. I'm going to buy a football club. If I can buy the West Ham United team, great. But I'm going to buy a football club. That's what I want to do. It's one of my goals. Learning how to fly. It's a lot of money to get to that sort of stage. Fine, I'm going to do it. There are goals outside of trading, goals inside of trading, which essentially make my main goal. Because all of the goals I just basically mentioned previously are kind of selfish goals, which you're allowed and entitled to have, by the way. So don't be afraid to put your own selfish goals on here as well, because the more selfish your goals are, the higher chance there is you're going to give to the people around you as well. And I know a lot of you in here are geared up towards goals in terms of financial freedom for your family. That essentially is what you want to do. And let me tell you, it's going to happen. This is just you creating these goals. So as I mentioned, we're going to talk about this when we do our one-to-one progression meetings and our onboarding sessions and things like that. We're going to use this information, but your homework for now is to fill this out as best you can. Just write your goals down, right from the daily habits that are going to help you get to these particular goals. They don't all have to be trading related. One can be getting up within a certain amount of time. It can be going to the gym at least 3 times a week. It can be making sure you're eating a healthy diet to maintain focus and stuff like that. You can be as adventurous as you want to be with it. And each little small daily habit that you do is going to make you bigger and better than what you thought was possible at the start. So go ahead, be adventurous. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will speak to you on the next lesson.